It's been about 4.5 years ago. Um, I started not to feel good. My energy levels were waning, and you know, we've tried to keep in pretty good shape and exercise and do all those things. And so I went to the doctor, and he's referred me to an oncologist who did some tests, and he says, "You have non-Hodgkin's lymphoma." And I said, "Time out. I know what lymphoma is, but I don't know what non-Hodgkin's lymphoma is." So I was an angry guy. The oncologist immediately wanted us to commit the following week to start chemo, radiation, or any of the other variety of things they had. And I said to him, "Look, I'm not ready to make that decision yet. I want to do some research about this lymphoma, non-Hodgkin's variety, and get back to you." And he says, "Okay, I'll give you a week." I said, "No, I'm going to take 30 days. Cindy and I got everything we could read from anybody we could get it, and online, and for 30 days we ate, slept, and just different things. And we found what we thought was the best thing for us. And so when we told him we weren't going to do what he said, we were going to fight this organically and change the way that I've been eating, feeding my body the way that God intended my body to be fed. And I said, "We're going to change." I felt like I was wearing a sign and saying, "I got cancer," and but we confided in a lot of people, and generally it was kept quiet for a while, and then I said, "Cindy, it's time to get the prayer warriors going." So she said something to the women's group, I said something to the men's group, and man, it caught fire. And it lifted both of us up and kept me going. I was a typical egomaniac, growing up because of sports, and everything came easy for me. And even when I got out of college, I went to Trinity downtown and then Prince of Peace, and I was real engaged. I was in men's group and on the boards and the deacon, but I was a soft Christian. I came Sunday and read the portal some, but I really was not a good Christian. So anyway, I started out with asking for forgiveness for the many things I had done wrong and for not really exploring. And I didn't get that manual that says this is how you're supposed to eat when you come out of the womb. And I changed everything in my life, the way I ate and the way I tried to carry myself. One of the things in our journey that has been really strange, and a lot of people think I'm kind of crazy about it, but what I kept hearing through reading the books and everything else, and I never really thought much about using the word win except in sports. And I kept hearing that as I would open a book and it'd say win. And then, and then all of a sudden I kept hearing win, win. And I said, "God, tone it down, man. I can't, I'm deaf to that. I don't know what's being said. And I don't know what win can have." And then I'm reading Psalm 10, and it says, some people get to live to be 70, and some even live to be 80. And at the time I was 74, and I said, "Cool. I think God's going to take me home." And I said, "Bring it on, God. I'm ready. I'm ready." Well, it didn't happen, and so 2.5 years later, and all the chemo stuff, we were not chemo, but all the treatment stuff we were doing, I realized that there was another purpose. Didn't quite know what, but this win kept going. And so one time I got what I felt like was almost a streaming message that says, win was because I kept you here. And now I got two things I want you to do. I said, lay it on me. And basically what I got was stay engaged and show people what you've learned. And I want you to be bold and talk to people. Tell them what you've been through. Tell them what you've done. Ask for forgiveness. And I said, what's the second win for? The win-win. And I felt like I was told me, not now. So all this time, every 4 months, we're going through extensive tests. And each time we went, it was very enlightening because I did a lot of testing, where they do contrast and all that stuff. And everything changed. And to my surprise, I lost about 30 pounds. The cancer cell count dropped. The cancer, the size of my lymph nodes dropped. And I got my energy back, and things just got better and better. He's not a Christian yet, but he has been reading a lot, and he's been, studying what we eat and how we did it, and he's got some interest. It's been quite interesting. But one of the blessings, and it's definitely a God blessing, is with non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, what usually comes with it is leukemia. And there's never been a trace, and it's always been checked, and I don't have it. So, thank you, God. I've talked about the prayer warriors, the women's group, the men's group. The group spread because I'm going for treatments, and then there's other people like me with different types of cancer that are going. But a lot of good friends, and the church, and through the church got Cindy and I through this, because I was getting texts and emails, some people almost daily, some people once a week, and when you're going through that type of stuff, even when you're kind of over the shock and awe of everything like that, and you're getting good reports and you're feeling better, it's just nice to know that somebody cares. Wow. Get engaged, read the portal every day, read the Bible every day. We got one life, and we ought to make the best of it.